Hi everyone, my name is Alexa, and this is my week 6 reflection for my no buy year. So 2024 for me is a no buy year for the whole year, and I'm doing weekly reflections each week to recap my thoughts and feelings and experiences as I go through this as a recovery shopaholic to change my spending habits and mindsets. Okay, so if you're new here, feel free to subscribe if that sounds like it might help you or provide some relatable content in this landscape of consumerism that is social media. And actually, that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today. So I know in my last week's video where I recapped everything I wanted in January but didn't buy, I said that I had already quite a sizable list for things I wanted to buy in February but have not bought. And I said I was going to do that this week for week 6. However, I am actually going to wait and do that next week for week 7. And probably as a result of waiting another week, there'll be more things on my list of things I wanted to buy in February but didn't. I'm pretty much constantly adding things to that list. And for various different reasons, different items are making it onto that list. So more on that later. But as things are getting added to my list of things that I want to buy, I'm reflecting on why these things have been on my radar, how I've learned about them, and then what is making me want them. So that's the part that I wanted to talk about a little bit this week. And it might get a little bit deep because I think some of the reasons that I want stuff so much and am, in fact, spending as much time as I am on social media is really because of maybe loneliness and being in a place where I'm kind of struggling to do my own projects. So I guess I'm just getting right into it, getting right into the heart of the video content right away. I was going to talk about some of the stupid things that I've already bought and my closet decluttering process too, but I guess that'll come later. So anyway, long story short, or just to introduce the subject properly, I, for the past few years probably, have been spending a lot of time on my social medias, on my phone. One of my most consumed platforms is probably YouTube. I like playing long form talking content as I work, like do dishes, do housework, do cooking. And lately, probably more so than before, I've been scrolling on TikTok, a little bit on Instagram, although it's not my favorite platform. Especially as I've been trying to put out content of my own on all of these platforms. I actually was putting out content before for my music kind of project and career. I was doing the 100 Days of Practice, and I think I'm going to try to start that again, although not as rigid, so I probably won't be posting every day for that arena. Those channels, they're separate from my no buy project. But yeah, anyway, I've been posting every day for my no buy, and therefore I've been scrolling a little bit every day. It's been actually kind of nice to interact with humans on social media, partly because I don't get a lot of human interaction outside of my family in everyday life. And I think over the past few years, so we've moved a couple of times from Houston, where I went to school and then had my first jobs out of school, Houston to Austin, where we have some family, to Omaha, which is where we currently live. So I haven't formally shared that on any of my platforms, and I think I'm still kind of in the early enough stages. Again, thank you to my now 50 subscribers. I'm, again, very humbled. That's like 2 classrooms worth of people that are signed up to receive notifications or, support my content in some way, shape, or form. So I'm humbled and grateful that you're along for this journey. Anyway, but I think that's a low enough number that I feel comfortable sharing that I live in Omaha right now. Anyway, so I, since moving to Omaha, have found myself really only interacting socially when I go to work. And outside of work, we live kind of far from the people who are in similar situations to me, similar age, or kind of similar stages of life. So in order to hang out with them, I would have to drive 30 minutes, or they would have to drive 30 minutes to get to me. And it's just not practical. And then I also, in my own area, haven't made connections or friends yet. I also have kids, and I haven't made many connections with people who have kids. I don't know, this is all kind of hard to explain, hard to talk about, but I think the bottom line is I am feeling the loneliness from not really having friends or people that I hang out with outside of my family. And I think that leads me to look for other sources of happiness and connection and fulfillment in my life. And while I do have projects that I'm working on, those things take a little bit of work and focus and distraction-free time, ideally. And that those are enough barriers that it's hard to just sit down and work on my projects. I need to make a habit and probably try to work on my projects a little bit more, even if it's just a few minutes, snippets of time here and there. And maybe that's something I could do to try to remedy this problem, at least for now. But yeah, I think the loneliness problem that I'm having has led to, certainly in previous years, to the excessive shopping and changes in environment, and also just, I mean, I guess I'm one of those people that historically has had one or two really close friends, and previous circumstances have dictated that I hung out with those people kind of a lot. So, like in college, I used to live close to these people or study the same things as these people. So, I would spend a lot of time with my closest friends. And now I've kind of lost all of that, and I'm searching for that connection, maybe on social media and maybe also through shopping. Which I don't know if it's connection I'm getting from shopping so much as the feeling of solving a problem or just having something to do. I saw Hannah Louise post in some most recent video about shopping being a control thing, and her going through comments in her own community, which I absolutely love. Again, I've mentioned numerous times how I'm such a fan of her channel and content on here, but that might be part of it too, having a sense of control over an aspect of my life, being able to select something that will I'll then be able to purchase, and then it will come to me in the mail, and I'll have all the experiences associated with that, the research, the waiting for it, the tracking it, the opening it. Thinking about all of that is now kind of exhausting. Like, I'm glad I removed myself from that cycle of looking for things, and now the only thing I do when I see something I want is screenshot it and add it to my album and then talk about it with you. So I like that change. In fact, it might be something I keep doing after my No Buy year, sharing the things that I want online just for some accountability with my little community. But yeah, anyway, so bottom line, I think I'm lonely. I think I need to do some projects. I think I need to learn how to spend more quality time with my small children, and give them the type of attention that they need, and learn to be more fulfilled by just existing and providing that type of attention. It's also challenging because I do have a newborn baby and I'm tired. So being tired, again, sorry if you can hear small children in the background, but being tired does make it more difficult to pursue projects and have that type of focused attention for doing nothing or doing things that aren't entertaining to the adult mind so much as they might be to a toddler mind. I don't want to sound ungrateful or that I don't enjoy having kids. Watching them grow up is one of the most special things to me. I love having a family. I really like the experiences that it brings to my life. But yeah, it can be isolating at times, as anybody who's a parent has probably felt and experienced. Okay, so moving on to the other facets of my no buy, my closet audit, or trying on everything in my wardrobe and experiencing the joy of using my stuff rather than searching for new things to buy. So I think I already mentioned last week that I plan to declutter 2 sweaters, and as I've been going through my closet, my next category is jackets. So this is one of the jackets or blazers that I'm trying on this week and putting in my outfits of the day. But I've also been going through kind of my lounge wear, athletic wear that I wear at home, because to be honest, the majority of my time is spent wearing something like that because, again, kids, they get things dirty. And it's made me reflect on what's possibly one of my most stupid purchases that I've ever made, and that would be this sweat set by the brand Heavy Manners. I've actually worn it in one of my earlier outfits of the day. I was influenced to buy this by Emily Mariko. So if you've heard of her, you might have heard of her recently because of the $120 tote bag controversy that's kind of going around TikTok. Basically, she's selling a tote bag for the price of $120, and people are finding this outrageous because we get a lot of tote bags for free. Tote bags are not really like a necessary item. There's reusable grocery bags. Anyway, it's a whole thing. But during the year 2020, she did a haul of like 10 of these sweat sets, and I saw it and I was influenced to purchase one. I don't know if she had a discount code or anything, but the price of this set was $300, which is wild. And it's kind of wild to me thinking about it that I ever felt like that was okay. I must have been in a different mental space when I purchased this to be able to justify that. Of course, Emily Mariko was going on about how good quality and how thick they are, and these are the pants, and they're so thick, and I actually don't think they're that cozy. It's not that soft inside. I don't actually reach for this very much, and I'm starting to be conflicted about whether I keep it or sell it and try to recoup some of my money. But I'll think about that more and make a decision later, because I'm decluttering very slowly this year because I don't want to have any regrets. And I did at least try to get it in a practical color. It's in black, although it has faded a little bit. So again, like something I'm not happy about with the price point. It's a little bit of a faded black sweatsuit. It is still good quality, and somebody who's interested in the brand or being like kind of an it girl influencer kind of, I think the brand is kind of an it girl influencer kind of brand. So somebody might be interested in that and getting it for a discount. But I am not. I am not trying to project an it girl influencer image. I mean, everybody wants to be cool, right? So I wouldn't mind being a cool girl. But this is not. When I put on a sweat set, I want to be cozy. I want the material to be soft. I don't actually know that I like the color black very much. I mean, okay, she says in a black t-shirt, but for an all black outfit, I'm not sure I'm a huge fan. It's just not, when I put this on, I don't feel the vibes that I want to feel. And I think that's true of several things in my closet that I need to reevaluate. I bought them thinking they would give me the vibes I want to feel, and they don't. So, stupidest thing I've ever bought, maybe $300 sweat set, influenced by Emily Mariko on YouTube. The two sweaters I'm decluttering are probably also a result of being influenced in one way or another, because they're both very popular brands and items. So the first one is this Everlane alpaca crew sweater. And I actually did a short on how I've had this sweater twice, and I've decluttered it now twice. The first one I had was in a light gray, so more of a neutral color. It was a little more oversized. It might have been a medium, whereas this one's a small. This one's in a green that I actually don't think is a good color on me. It's a little pale. I did get them both secondhand, so I didn't buy them at full retail or from the site directly. So at least there's that, and I'm going to relist it secondhand so that somebody else can enjoy that. But I'm pretty sure I saw it on multiple influencers, and I probably thought, oh, what a great basic sweater. It is light and comfortable, and that one is soft, so at least there's that. And, oh, I should have it in my wardrobe, which, again, it doesn't give me the vibes that I want to have in my outfits. So why should I keep it when I have other things that give me the vibes that I want? And then the other one is a duplicate. So this Saison sweater, I think it's the Mickey style. I have this in blue, and I'm keeping the blue one for now. Although actually I'm not sure the style it gives me the right vibes either. It's very cozy, it's kind of basic, a little bit preppy with the buttons. But the sweaters are really, really good quality, and they are cozy and warm. And I do like the blue color on me a lot better than this very warm tone brown. So again, I think I'm gonna put this on resale and let somebody else enjoy it. Interestingly, when I ordered these sweaters, I ordered them both at the same time, along with several other sweaters, including one of the cardigans that I still have. And I initially thought to myself that I would not keep both sweaters. And at the time, I did end up keeping them, which I think is one of the dangers of online ordering, because sending things back for return is kind of a hassle. And you might not always do that, even if you planned to do that before you ordered, like I did. So anyway, moral of the story is be careful when you order online. Shopping has been a changing landscape, rapidly changing, with the growth of social media and influencing, and people basically doing this as their job, selling things to you online by making them look aspirational and kind of preying upon the loneliness epidemic. And I think it definitely worked on me. It's still kind of working on me, although I removed myself from falling prey to actually spending my money. But I'm still falling prey to wanting things and wanting to want things and scrolling, kind of looking for things to buy. So, or looking for things, looking for vibes, looking for connection, looking for moments of, it is moments of connection. It is moments of connection with other humans, even if it's through a screen or through a tiny phone that I'm looking at and kind of feeling a twinge of, oh, I like that outfit, or, oh, let me look for that so I can buy that too, and feel those vibes and project those vibes that I really like seeing on this other person. Okay, I think I'm going to wrap it up there for today. So I shared the two sweaters that I'm decluttering. I'm going to put those up for resale, try to recoup some of my money. I might not do it yet. I might wait until I've been through more of my closet, because I have a feeling there's going to be a few more things. I'm going to think about the stupid sweat set, whether I put that up for resale or if I really just keep it and try to get my money's worth. But like I said, I just don't reach for it. And I think I know the thing that I should do. I think I know the right answer for where that should go. It should go to somebody else. And I am going to work on the loneliness thing. So whether that's trying to make a priority to go out of the house and spend time with people, and or working on my projects a little bit more earnestly. This is one of my projects now. And actually next week, I really hope to be filming on my good camera and microphone, or the one we own, the one my husband owns. So stay tuned for next week. Subscribe if you want to be notified of my next video and see if the quality is noticeably better. I can't promise the editing will be any better, as again, I don't have a ton of time to learn these things right now. But yeah, I am announcing it here. Hopefully I'll be at least on better video and audio next week. And then I really want to get back to my music projects. So I am signed up to take an audition in April, and I also have my own independent projects that I'm working on. So speaking that out into the world too, that I will make progress on these things instead of shopping, instead of scrolling, instead of being on social media, putting myself in the line of being influenced as much in this coming week and the rest of the year. Okay, my camera's falling, so I think I better say goodbye. And I will see you next week.